Hello, everyone. My name is Emma Smith, and I am the program coordinator here at the Colchester Food Network. And I am here with Janine.
And I am a volunteer here at the Colchester Food Network. And today we're going to be making a Greek yogurt frozen bark. So it's a wonderful, fresh snack for these hot summer days. So Emma will go through the ingredient list and we'll get started.
Yeah, so what you'll need for this recipe is some Greek yogurt, a little bit of vanilla, so 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then 1/4 cup of honey. We're going to be using 1 cup of frozen blueberries, 1 cup of strawberries as well, a 1/4 cup of sunflower seeds, and a 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds.
Okay, let's get started. So again, it's a very, very simple recipe, but really quite healthy because we're using Greek yogurt. So we're going to use the whole tub of Greek yogurt. Today we're using plain Greek yogurt, and that's why we're adding some of the honey to add a little bit of sweetness. One of the main things, the difference between Greek yogurt and regular yogurt is that the Greek yogurt has actually been strained. So they strain out what we call the whey. And the whey contains a lot of the liquid and a small amount of protein. So you're still getting, what you're left with actually is a more concentrated protein source per serving. So the Greek yogurt has a creamier and thicker texture than the regular yogurt, which is runnier. It has a great source of protein, which obviously is good for muscle and tissue repair. Wonderful source of calcium, which we need for strong bones and teeth. So we've put the whole tub in a bowl. We're going to add 1/4 cup of honey, again for sweetness. You could also use maple syrup if you like. All right, so we'll drop that in, pour that in, get that all out. And then we'll add a little bit of vanilla, which always enhances the flavor of anything. So we'll mix this. Already it looks delicious.
Next up, we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Just be very careful here. Perfect.
All right, so we'll mix that together nicely, just with a spatula. No need to use a set of beaters till that's mixed up nice and smooth and you don't see the streaks of vanilla. I'm splashing Emma here, I think. So then what we do is we actually take that mixture. This is how easy it is, folks. Simple but healthy. And we spread it out on a parchment paper lined cookie sheet. And we spread it to about 1/4 of an inch thick. All right, let's spread it out really thin. This is a wonderful dessert in the summertime. It's a healthier option to ice cream. And once we get all the berries and the toppings on it, it's then actually frozen and we cut it into bark. So it's almost like a popsicle. It can be kept frozen in the freezer once you break it for about 3 to 4 months. So it can last the whole summer. Alrighty, I think that's pretty good. Okay. So now what we do is we will add the toppings. And Emma will go ahead and add the strawberries. So she's cutting the strawberries pretty small. The big thing with this recipe is that strawberries, once they're frozen, they become extremely hard. I always say they're like a hockey puck. So they need to be diced pretty small in order for you to be able to eat it. And again, the recipe is very forgiving in that you can use any variety of berries you want. We're using strawberries and blueberries today because they're very colorful. And I always say that it's important to eat fruits and vegetables, a variety of colors from the rainbow. So the strawberries and blueberries really, really add some nice color to the yogurt. The other thing is that they're really quite healthy for you. So you can go ahead and just sprinkle those. And again, in any pattern, you may want to just put them on all Up with the blueberries. The berries are really, really great for you. They're high in vitamin C, they're high in vitamin K, they're high in folate, which again is important for heart health, immune function, brain function. They contain antioxidants, which actually help protect our cells from, I call them monsters or free radical cells. So they're really, really important. They also have fiber in them. And for anyone who's listened to any of the videos before, I'm a big advocate of incorporating more fiber into your diet. Fiber certainly helps keep our digestive tract happy and healthy. It also helps stabilize our blood sugar if we are diabetic. It lowers our cholesterol, so it's heart healthy. And it also makes us feel full quicker, so we eat less food. So it's a great way of managing our weight. So as you can see, we've put lots of strawberries and blueberries. Again, no pattern, and but you can make pattern on there if you like. We'll just use these. We're using frozen blueberries today, but you know what? The season is approaching for fresh blueberries, so if you happen to be out picking blueberries and you want a recipe, this would be a great recipe for fresh blueberries as well. So then we're going to add some seeds.
Yeah, so I have some pumpkin seeds here. We're just going to add a little handful. The great thing about this recipe is you don't really need exact amounts on your berries and your seeds. You can just add however many you'd like.
The toppings really add just some crunch. They add a variety of, again, of color. Pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds are small, but they're really, really mighty in that they're very healthy for you because they are a source of protein. And they also do contain healthy fats. So healthy fats are what we need for optimum heart health. So you can also use various nuts. So I've made this bark with sliced almonds. You can use walnuts. You could use chia seeds, flax seeds. Again, any variety of seeds or nuts would be great. And I mean, really, when you look at it, it has such a variety of goodness in it, in that the protein in the Greek yogurt, the protein in the nuts, all the vitamins and fiber in the berries. And that's really essentially it. And then what you do is you take this and you place it in the freezer and you freeze it for at least 3 hours or longer. Ideally, overnight would be great. And what happens is when it's done, it comes out in one complete block. And then you break it apart and then you put it in a container in the freezer, and you can use it for 3 or 4 months as bark. So we'll put that in the freezer. The other option might be to use some dried fruit on the frozen bark. So I've also made it with dried cranberries, raisins, dried apricots, again, whatever you like. So you can see this is what it looks like. It's just like one hard, complete piece of yogurt frozen. So you can just peel off the parchment paper and then break it into shapes. No particular shape, it's just gonna break. And then just small pieces. Yeah.
We are doing this for ourselves, so we are not wearing gloves right now. But if you are making this for your friends or other people, we would recommend wearing gloves.
So again, you see the strawberries were cut in small pieces, so it ensures that when we break it apart, everybody's getting some strawberry on their piece, but also it's going to be something that they're going to be able to eat. So this is it. This is our Greek yogurt frozen bark. Wonderful, wonderful treat for a summer picnic or just to have in the freezer.